Shalom Israel. First and foremost, want to give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, double honor to the apostles and elders that rule well. We know those to be the apostles and elders of GMS, and great salutations to all you brothers kicking His word of sincerity and truth. This is just a little quick lesson that me and Shar came through. We were breaking bread, man. Just talking about what's going on with all these camps and things of that nature. And how just as a man, as a person, as anybody, whether you're in the truth or out of the truth, man, the most important thing is your track record, your resume. What do people say about your name? You know what I'm saying? And we're just gonna go into, why having a good name matters and what we're fighting for, and why the good name through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to deliver us. Okay, so we're gonna start with Proverbs 22:1.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold.
Because you got all these people in the world, man. Even some of these camps, you're chasing gold, you're chasing silver, you're chasing things that are going to pass away. But your name is what's people. When somebody says, "How do you feel about that person? How do you feel about that person?" You know what I'm saying? You want that name. You want your name to be represented by something great. You want people to say, "Oh yeah, that guy, he's so good. He did that and the third." You know what I'm saying? How much more of a name do you want to be represented for the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? You know what I'm saying? A good name is rather to be chosen rather than great riches. So while you out here seeking, the worldly things, what you really need to do is seek spiritual riches, so you can have that good name through the Lord and through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, so He can give you that crown, because the last thing a person wants is to be thrown into, thrown into the lake of fire, just for the, those missiles, ICBM missiles, because you weren't trying to focus on a good name through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because you can have a good name in the world, you know what I'm saying? Kim Kardashian has a good name in the world. Floyd Mayweather has a good name in the world. But in the eyes of the Lord, are they doing what is according? Are they doing what's righteous? Are they doing with the things that need to are necessary in order to get them to get salvation in this place? No. Okay. So when you look for that good name, you have to find it through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And the only way that you can do that is through the elders, through the teachers that he's put out here, starting with the elders GMS on down. Okay. So you can be taught again, so you can be renewed again. Okay. You got it up.
Con, hey, and that's a good point too. And I also, just want to interject as well, because you brought up a lot of good points. Because I know at first, when you had first started speaking about it, you was talking about what's going on with a lot of these other camps and how they try to put the name of Great Millstone and shun it, try to put it away like the Lord ain't dealing with our camp, like the Lord ain't dealing with our apostles. And you brought up some good points going into having a good name in the world. All right, because you have a lot of these guys in these other camps that have good names to these other camps, but these other camps don't teach the right doctrine. They go off on occasions. They don't even teach the same thing. You just had these other camps have an Israelite summit. Okay, a lot of these guys know each other's names. They might think their names are good. They might think they have great names, good reputations. But that's good reputations according to Belial. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say that, because you got a lot of people that watch these guys and feel like they got it because they're putting out rap videos. You know what I'm saying? They're putting out that spirit of mirth. But that spirit having a good name to the world, which is a wicked name to the Most High. These guys are intertwined with the world. Like you had one of these guys, Alazar. Okay, I seen a clip from the video. You had the guy Alazar. He was recording everybody at the Israelite Summit, and he was Facebook Living it. He's putting it out there for the world to see. When your business isn't supposed to be out there like that. So I just had to bring that example about a lot of these guys because they want these good names, but at the end of the day, they're Belial. They feel like they have good names, but that's just to worldly standpoints. That ain't to the Most High. The Most High ain't looking about how good your garment looks, or that you're putting this video on Facebook Live, or that you're having an Israelite summit when you all have different doctrine. It makes no sense. The Most High is looking for the meek, the lowly, the one with the contrite spirit, the ones who endure through the hardness. That's having a good name, Salakia. I just have to say that. Right.
And even more so, like it says in Isaiah, you're going to have the bread of affliction. When you watch that video of those niggas, you know what I'm saying, or whatever you want to call them, You know, they didn't look like they were going through. You know, I'm not saying you gotta look like you poor and look like you broke, but you just don't want to be seen in that light, like, oh, it's a party, that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it just looks bad, man. You got cats out there wearing all this gear and headbands and all this stuff, man. That, you know what I'm saying? In the minute that Esau come and break down that door, ain't none of that shit gonna help you, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking like some fake ass He-Man. You know what I mean? And instead of worrying about your name, because the thing about Apostle Zahar, Gabar, all the way down, the elders, all you can truly say about them is they just do the work. You know what I'm saying? That's their reputation. That's why when you get a cat like James White, or get a cat like Vocab Malone, or whatever his name is, that's why they want to debate GMS. Because at the end of the day, we're the NBC, we're the ESPN of the Israelite movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you want to find out what's going on from Sunday to Monday, you can find 50 videos a day, and I'm probably lowballing it about, you know what I'm saying, about what GMS is doing, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We follow order, and at the end of the day, you know, you all don't like order, okay? And that's why you all are not, you know, that's why, you know, you're playing with your position in the book of life, man. And we're going to get that in Revelation 20, and why that name is so important through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, what you're really fighting for, because it's really been on my spiritual art that people have forgotten what they're fighting for. They done got comfortable, they done got lackluster, they don't think it's going to happen, whatever the case, people have just forgotten what they're fighting for. But we're going to get this in Revelation 20. Start at 12 verse.
Start at 12 verse, Con. This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, Salakia, according to their works. You want me to keep going?
Con.
And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged, every man according to their works.
See, all you dudes that are doing all this riff-raff, this, that, and the third, man, look, the Bible saying that, you know, Sirach, the man's eyes are bright, but the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter. You know what I'm saying? So, all this stuff that you think you're getting away with and think you can just maneuver, and then when all hell breaks loose, you come back to the man that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, you're not going to get your chance on the seat for the chariot, man. This is a consistent thing day in and day out, man. When you read, I'm going to get Hebrews 12 and 16. That's one of my favorite verses. Let me grab this up real quick so I can edify on this, man. Hebrews 12 and 16 is one of my favorite verses because it's talking about what Yahushua went through. It says on Hebrews 12 and 1, wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses. You got Paul, you got Moses, you got Abraham, but more importantly, you got Yahushua. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Because this ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. Look unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for joy that was set before him endured the cross, despised the shame, and is set at the right hand throne of God, a throne of Yahweh. All right. So he had to, you know what I'm saying? So he had to have the faith to do it first and foremost. All right. He had to have the patience to do it. He had to see the work. He had to write the work. He had to finish the work. All right. He had to have joy to endure what he was going to endure, despite getting peed on, whipped and beat and kicked. You know what I'm saying? And getting stabbed in his side. You know what I'm saying? And he had to sit and all that to get to the throne of where he is now. You know what I'm saying? Our Lord and Savior. He had to go through all that, and you want to go out here and you want to pussyfoot and act like you represent the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But he went through all of that. You know what I'm saying? For the elect, and then eventually for your black ass, man. You know what I'm saying? That man. If that don't work you up and make you feel some type of way, man, I don't know what to say to you, man. All right? And that's what we fighting for, man. We fighting to keep that name, man, because we want to go through the same thing that he went through to get a similar reward. You know what I'm saying? That's so right. You all are getting your reward right now, man. You want to party, you want to kick it. Because honestly, man, you look at these cats, man, they're not doing anything any different than when it was 2005. You're not doing anything different. You know what I'm saying? You just got on the garment now. You know what I'm saying? But you get some pretty women and get some money involved, they gonna act the same way Jay acted in the world. They ain't no different, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, brother.
But you can go back to that Revelation. We'll finish up on that.
God, it's verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
And that's what your prophecy is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Just like it says in Zechariah 13 and 8. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see who's doing the work and who's not and who's this, that, and the third, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You cats want to be seen, you know? You want to be seen, you want to glorify yourself. You're not trying to glorify through the spirit. How about Shemiel Shah? You don't want to be meek. You want to be humble. You don't want to be modest. You don't want to take the low. Somebody hurt your feelings, you got to go on and take 4-hour fucking video, block your cousin. You want to take 4-hour videos, man, and tell people, this person did this and this person's in a cult. You all don't know how to take the low, man. That's why the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. That's all I got on that one.
If I may say really quick, it talks about, I believe in Proverbs, the 27th chapter, that it's better for someone else to speak the good things about you than you to speak good things about yourself, okay? And that's what a lot of these guys are doing. A lot of these guys like to boast in themselves. And they even got other people speaking good things about them, but that's because they got all the glitter, all the glamour, all the jewels, everything they could possibly want in the world and in the truth. The reason why I say in the truth, which they're not in the truth, but they found a way to maneuver and take the things in the world and take it to the truth with them. That's what I meant when I said it. Salaki, if I worded it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's better not to boast in yourself. If you got somebody talking about you might be a good speaker, you good at this, cool. But you ain't supposed to go around prancing and dancing and doing it your damn self.
Right.
You know? And that's a spirit that a lot of these guys have, man. And talking highly of yourself is one way to get you out of the book of life, to take that name out. Because that's when you get to glorying in yourself. Especially when you ain't shit in America, you get to glorying in yourself like you something. Like it says, like Paul said, if any man thinks he's something, he must know that he is nothing. And that's roughly paraphrasing. And that's how we gotta be in this thing, man. That shows your humility. A lot of these guys dance around and talk and speak and do certain things, and they do it so proud. You know?
Yep.
They do it so proud, but the Lord talks about abasing the men and exalting the humble. And that's what's going to happen at the end. The ones that's written in the book of life are going to be the meek. Because like it says in Psalms, the 37th chapter, the meek shall inherit the earth. Not the proud, not the ones making rap videos and stuff for Israel to see. Not the ones on Facebook Live recording stuff at Israelite summits. No. He wants the ones that are prudent. And when it says prudent, when you go to that word, it means to be swift or slick or sly. Not boastful. You got it.
I'm going to get this real precept real quick, man, because this is just, something I kind of live by. This is 1 Corinthians 4 and 7. It says, for who maketh thee differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou hadst not received it? You know what I'm saying? So, like now you all acting like the Yahweh Shemi Shah didn't bless you with the just the little stuff, to talk, to walk, to think, to have the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, to know the name. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, man, he can turn over these rocks, man. He don't need us, man. It's crazy. As many people are falling out, there's more people coming in. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a constant flow, when it comes to this great millstone thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you ain't on no level, man. You don't got no spiritual power. You ain't got it, man. We ain't got it. Ain't none of us got it, man. You know what I'm saying? We could do this lesson and the Lord could fuck us out as soon as we done with this. We've seen it before in our own camp. You know what I'm saying? We're more than one brother. You know what I'm saying? So, stay on the straight and narrow, man. Stay on that straight gate, man. Because if you get caught out here, man, you're gonna be looking real bad, like the dude in San Francisco, like Maharakai. I mean, the names, we can go forever. Zabat, we can go forever. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be one of those brothers.
That's right. God, I don't got nothing.
You got it up,
brother.
Okay, cool. Well, just wanted to do that real quick lesson, man, and just bring it out about why you want to have a good name, man. End of the day, man, you trying to get in the chariot, and you trying to get in the book of life, man. This is Brother Kareth Shamar. Got the brother Sha'ar on the other line. We're going to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to your apostles that rule well. And keep pushing, man. Shalom.
Shalom.